Hello students. Today we are going to study General Science. Class 8. Chapter 6. Composition of Matter. Let's start the chapter. Can you recall? 1. What are the various states of matter? 2. What is the difference in ice, water and steam? 3. What are the smallest particles of matter called? 4. What are the types of matter? We saw in the previous standards that all the objects that we see around us and also those which cannot be seen are made of same or the other matter. Can you tell? 1. Classify the following matter into 3 groups. Cold drink, al-sharbat, soil, water, wood, cement. 2. What are the states of matter that you used as criteria for the above classification? Try this. Take some mustard seeds in a transparent plastic jar. Thread a long thread at the center of a big balloon by means of a needle and tie it tight. Stretch this rubber diaphragm and fix it on the mouth of the jar by means of a rubber band. Pull the diaphragm up and down with the help of the thread, first slowly, then with moderate force and then vigorously. Record your observation in the following table. Mode of pulling the diaphragm up and down. Movement of the mustard seeds. Slow, vibration in the same place. With moderate force, oscillatory motion. Vigorous, rapid or fast motion. On the above experiment we give energy, less or more, to the mustard seeds by pulling the diaphragm up and down, making them move differently. The particles in the solid, liquid and gaseous states of matter have movements somewhat similar to that. An intermolecular force of attraction acts between the particles, atom or molecules, of matter. The extent of the particle movement is determined by the strength of this force. The particles of solid are very close to each other and vibrate at their fixed positions. Due to this, solids get properties like definite shape and volume and also high density and non-compressibility. The strength of intermolecular force is moderate in the liquid state. Though it is not strong enough to fix the particles in definite position, it is strong enough to hold them together. As a result, liquids have definite volume. However, they have fluidity and their shape is not definite but changes in accordance with the container. The intermolecular force is very weak in gases. Therefore, the constituent particles of gases move freely and occupy all the available space. Consequently, gases have neither definite shape nor definite volume. Figure 6.2 shows schematic representation of submicroscopic picture of the physical states of matter, and the table 6.3 shows the characteristics of the states of matter. 1. Solids. Physical state: solid. Nature: rigid, plastic, or elastic. Volume: definite. Shape: definite. Compressibility: negligible. Intermolecular force: strong. Distance between particles: minimum. 2. Liquids. Physical state: liquid. Nature: fluid. Volume: definite. Shape: indefinite. Compressibility: very small. Intermolecular force: moderate. Distance between particles: moderate. 3. Gases. Physical state: gaseous. Nature: fluid. Volume: indefinite. Shape: indefinite. Compressibility: very high. Intermolecular force: very weak. Distance between particles: very large. Can you tell? Write the composition of the following materials by means of chemical formulae and classify them accordingly. Name of the material. Chemical formula: composition. Type of matter. Water H2O compound. Carbon C element. Oxygen O2 element. Air mixture of gases, mainly N2O to CO2AR, etc. Mixture. Aluminium Al element. Brass mixture of copper, Cu, and zinc, Zn, mixture. Carbon dioxide CO2 compound. This is the second method of classification of matter. In this method, the criterion used for classification of matter is chemical composition of matter. We have seen in the previous standard that matter is classified into three types: element, compound, and mixture, by considering whether the smallest particles of matter are similar or different and what are they made of. All the smallest particles, atoms, molecules, in an element or a compound are alike. However, the smallest particles in a mixture are of two or more types. The smallest particles of an element contain identical atoms. For example, each molecule of oxygen contains two oxygen atoms in bonded state. The smallest particles, molecules, of a compound are formed by joining two or more types of atoms to each other. For example, each molecule of water contains two hydrogen atoms joined to one atom of oxygen. The smallest particles of a mixture are atoms, molecules of two or more elements, compounds. For example, the main constituent molecules of the mixture, namely air, are N, O2, Ar, H2O, CO2. Similarly, the mixture, an alloy, brass, contain atoms of copper, Cu, and zinc, Zn, while bronze contain atoms of the elements copper, Cu, and tin, Sn. The figure 6.4 shows a schematic submicroscopic picture of the types of matter, namely element, compound, and mixture, and also their characteristics. Element, compound, mixture. Nitrogen molecules, N2, nitrogen dioxide molecules, NO2, mixture of N2 and NO2. Oxygen molecules, O2, nitric oxide molecules, NO, mixture of N2 and O2. Constituent substance of element is only one, and it is that element itself. Constituent substance of a compound is only one, and it is that compound itself. Constituent substances of a mixture are two or more elements and/or compounds. All the atoms, molecules of an element are alike. All the molecules of a compound are alike. Atoms / molecules of a mixture are of two or more types. All the atoms in a molecule of an element are alike and are joined to each other by chemical bonds. The constituent atoms of a molecule of a compound are of two or more types and are joined to each other by chemical bonds. The constituent molecules of mixture are different from each other and are not joined by chemical bonds. Atoms, molecules of different elements are different. The proportion of constituent elements in a compound is constant. The proportion of constituent substances in a mixture can change. Properties of a compound are different than those of the constituent elements. The properties of constituent substances are retained in the mixture. Do you know? Water. A compound, pure water, is a compound formed by chemical combination of the elements hydrogen and oxygen. Whatever may be the source of water, the proportion of its constituent elements oxygen and hydrogen by weight is always 8:1. Hydrogen is an inflammable gas while oxygen gas supports combustion. However, the compound water formed by chemical combination of the gaseous elements hydrogen and oxygen is a liquid. It is neither inflammable nor does it support combustion. On the contrary, it helps to extinguish fire. Milk. A mixture milk is a mixture of water, lactose, fats, protein, and a few more natural substances. The proportion of various ingredients of milk is different as per its source. The proportion of fats in cow milk is 3 to 5%, while it is 6 to 9% in buffalo milk. The ingredient water is naturally present in large proportion in milk. Therefore, milk exists in liquid state. The sweetness of milk is due to the ingredient called lactose. In other words, the properties of the constituent substances are retained in milk. Types of element. Try this. Take the following objects: iron nail sheet, copper wire, aluminium wire, a piece of coal. Rub each object on a fresh surface of sandpaper and observe. Hammer each object with force. Take care not to hurt yourself. Record your observations in the following table. Object. Is the surface shining? Yes, no. Does the shape flatten or break into small pieces on hammering? Iron nail, yes, flattens, does not break. Copper wire, yes, flattens, does not break. Aluminium wire, yes, flattens, does not break. Coal piece, no, breaks into small pieces. The objects in the above activity are made of the elements iron, Fe, copper, Cu, aluminium, Al, and carbon, C, respectively. Fill the following table on the basis of the observations obtained on doing the above two tests on each of the objects. You noticed that element has different physical properties like luster, paleness, malleability, brittleness. According to that, elements are classified. In early times, elements were classified into metals and non-metals. After invention of new elements, a new type, metalloid, is discovered. The detailed study of these type elements will be made in chapter Metals and Non-Metals.